Hi everyone, welcome back to another video, and here you have the new colours of the Jaeger Impact. We're going to take a little bit of a closer look at these today. So the new Jaeger Impact is available in one of four colours, which are the standard colours. This is obviously going to change batch to batch, but on this one, which is batch 2, we have of course black, we have grey, which is very subtle. You know, pictures probably don't do it justice online or on the camera, but in person you can tell. But it's a very, very subtle grey, which is what I wanted to go for. So black, grey, we've got the blue, which is very vibrant, easy to find, as well as the red. So we went for these colours. So we had two in a bright colour, two in a more subtle colour, because there's two types of customers that we have. There are those that prefer subtle, stealthy, nothing, you know, high vis on your gear type thing. That's what these are for. Now, of course, they have stainless steel parts on them, which are shiny anyway, but the other half of you lot are wanting bright colours. Now, we have the blue, we have the red. We've also had stock of the multi-shot bases, so you can now get these in black. And you can also get them in bronze. So if you've got a launch edition, you have to have a launch edition to purchase one of these. Basically stops people buying them to attach to one of these devices. I don't know why you want to do that anyway, but you have to own a launch edition. So when you're ordering through myself or HD2 or Fife, you just basically provide proof. It can be an invoice number. As companies, we all talk to each other anyway. Most of you will have bought it from myself, and if you've ordered it, I can actually click on the back end, see what you've ordered before, and it will show up, and it will show that you've ordered one, and it'll get shipped out, or you can just put your order number there. There are people there, though, that maybe they have an account, and then they, for that particular purchase, they signed in as a guest or whatever. It just makes it a little bit difficult. If you get an email from me saying your order is being held, we're just waiting for confirmation on this. It's just the fairest way we can do it, so that everyone that supported the Jaeger Impacts from launch, you can get yourself one of these. And we can obviously demonstrate this with a launch edition device. So you basically take your stainless steel base off and you screw your multi-shot on. Now these will clock a little bit differently per device. It's just one of those things, unless we spend a fortune clocking every single one of these parts to the exact thing, and then it also delays assembly, because although you've clocked it properly, we'd have to clock this the right way when we're screwing it together. We could do that, but honestly, I don't think it's worth the time or the money and making this device more expensive. Whether it clocks there, whether it clocks on the sides, it doesn't matter. All you want to do, I mean, yeah, the logo has to be somewhere, and of course you'll have, if you chose the laser etching, you can have it on the opposite side, but you can still spin the device freely. If you really want to clock it up for photos and stuff, you can either just back it off slightly, or let's say, you know, it's there, you can just spin the top slightly for photos, but in game it really doesn't matter. And now with the multi-shot base, you can flick through your options 1, 2 and 3, and there you have it. So if you've got one of these are available. One person did comment on there's a slight tinge difference with the bronze, and it's just with anodizing you can't get away from that. Different batches will always have slightly different hues. There's so many variables to go into it. As long as it matches as close as it does here, I am happy with that. So that's the same for all anodizing companies as well. You're always going to have a difference between batches. So whack that back away. And many of you are holding out for any kind of special editions we do. I understand that. You can go and purchase, you know, one of these devices. You can go pick yourself up a multi-shot base. What I will say is be very quick, because the multi-shot bases are coming in 2 batches as well. So the first batch was here for the batch 2 of the grenades, and then we're looking at another couple of weeks to have the remaining multi-shot bases as well as the bronze bases on the shelf. So if you want a bronze base, if you want a black base, get on the order right now. Don't come moaning to me afterwards that, you know, they're out of stock. We will have more, which will hopefully arrive just before Christmas. So if you don't want to miss out, get on, order. Of course, the black is going to look superb on the black base, and here's a good example of the clocking, which it really doesn't matter all that much. So it looks very, very good in all black. We kept the secondary colour on the bases all black because, again, the price, every time you pick another colour, if you do multiple colours, it gets more expensive because they have to run another batch of parts. There's minimums of those parts and stuff like that. So the black will be available. You can, of course, put the black on any one of these devices. I'll just show you quickly how these look. So you've got the grey and the black dual tone. We'll have a quick look at the blue and the red. Red obviously goes very well with black. As you'll have seen that HC2 have got some special editions that we put together for them because they requested it. So the red and the black looks great. And we'll just quickly shove it on the blue to show you. I really do like the blue. I think the blues come out really vibrant and nice. And of course, it screws on there like that. So all the colours. What I will have to tell you is the stainless steel bases and the Impact multi-shot bases are not cross-compatible with the older TRMRs. Now, if you've got an older TRMR multi-shot, it will go on the Impact, no problem at all. It's just these ones are not backwards compatible. I did a full video on why we've done this. You can find it on the channel. The video title is Devil in the Details, and it basically goes deep dive into why we did that. It's very important. So if you've got any questions as to why, don't hit the comments down below. Just go check the video out on the channel. It's very easy to find. So, right. Those are the standard colours. Now we're going to be doing some special editions as well. Now I've already got some of the special editions ready. And these special editions will come loaded with the multi-shot base straight off the bat. So first we have a blue and black dual tone, which you'll see there. The next one, we have a black, blue, black dual tone. So you got the blue in the middle. There we've got subtle, what we call the stealthy special editions. This is very, very subtle. So you'll see, if you look closely, we've got black, we've got grey, and we've got black again. That's another dual tone colour you can choose. And the final one, of course, is the grey top and the black bottoms. So although these are special edition dual tones that I'm going to be doing, there's not going to be many of each. There's literally, like, when I say not many, there's probably 5 of each that I'm going to do. They're going to come without the stainless steel base, but they're going to come with a multi-shot base straight out the packet. So as you see them here is as you'll get them. And then you can just pull this apart, put your 3 primers in, and away you go. There are going to be 5 of each of these, and that's it. That's all I'm doing. And it's basically, we've took a couple of the colours, we've just switched the tops and the bottoms round to do a dual tone, and put a multi-shot base on, so you haven't got to buy it separately. Will of course be a bit of a discount on you doing that. The next special edition is going to be sold as a combo, and this is basically I plan to do more of these, but I wasn't paying attention. I ended up putting all the other colours together, and then I was thinking, oh god, I was meant to set some aside to do this. But we have what I'm calling the red versus blue, and these look absolutely fantastic. So it's a bit of a nod to the old red versus blue machinima, if you want to call it that. If you know that from the Halo days, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So the red versus blue combo, there's going to be one of, and that's just because I made a mistake. I was meant to do more, I didn't, and now all these devices are put together, they're not coming back apart to do it. So in the red versus blue combo, you're going to get 2 of these devices. They're going to be these ones because there's only 1 of each. And also in the combo, you're going to get a multi-shot base for each. So the combo is this. It'll be labelled up as the red versus blue special edition combo. And there is 1. I'm not doing any more. This is it. First come, first served. If you want to grab it, this is everything that you're getting here. And not only will you have a great red and blue dual tone, you'll have the opposite to match. So if you want to get one of these, maybe you and your missus want one, or you and your, however your sexual orientation is, I'm not judging or anything like that, but if you and your partner want to grab a matching pair, you can do. If you just want 2 on your rig to match like this, you can do it that way. Otherwise, if it's just you and your teammate, your gun buddy, and you want one, this is probably going to be for you. So There'll only be one set of this. It'll go up on the website as soon as I've done processing this video and uploaded it, and that'll be it. So that's obviously going to be more expensive because you're basically getting everything. You're getting like 2 of these, but you're getting the stainless steel bases included as well, just if you want to show. The only reason I've kept the stainless steel bases with them is for those few of you that want to put these in a display cabinet. I think they just look fantastic with the stainless steel bases on. So there you have it. We will be doing, so these are all the special editions, but it doesn't stop there. But this is going to take a bit of time. So if you want to get on it now, get on it. The ones that I'll be doing after this will be the Signature Series, which is basically me doing some really custom colours with some Cerakote. And there's going to be very low numbers of that. Of course, the added cost of the Cerakote, the time and the labour doing them, is going to mean that the devices are more expensive. So this is probably the best bang for buck if you want to get one of the special editions in terms of price. The HC2 special editions, which are like these two here, but they're a reverse of the black and the red, and they've got the HC2 edition logo on it. They're doing them as well. So these are going to go for about $159.99. The normal bases, the normal grenades are $129.99, obviously, and then the multi-shot bases are $39.99. So if you want to grab a bargain, get on these quick. If you want to be unique, get on this one quick. And thank you very much for tuning in. Hopefully I've answered a lot of your questions, because a lot of you have been asking. So I'm just going to carefully put these to one side now so they don't go rolling off the bench. Thank you all for your support. I know it's took a bit of time to get batch 2 here, but it takes time. You know, there are things that each Impact has got tons of components in it. There's tons of components inside, and it takes time. And on the second batch, there were some parts that would have been functionally absolutely perfect. There'd be nothing wrong with them. However, if it's not 100% perfect as to what's on the specification, I don't accept it. So that's what was with the delay of these devices. There was a part that I wasn't quite happy with. It would have been fine, but it's slightly off spec, and I had them redone to make sure they are as good and as perfect as they need to be. So thank you all for your patience. These are all available right now at jagerprecision.co.uk. So be quick. The first batch of the bronze sold out before we even went live with the stock, and then I just kept reintroducing a bit of stock just to keep you all happy so that people didn't miss out. So many of you have already jumped on and ordered your bronze multi-shot base for your limited edition or your launch edition. These are depleting quick, so if you want a bronze multi-shot base and not have to wait for the second batch of these coming in, get on it now. You've been warned. And then you can have some multi-shot fun with your launch edition. So thank you for tuning in. Just a bit of info. I thought I'd do a proper video. We did a trailer, but it's normally better me talking to you about this stuff. So thank you for watching as always. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Go pick one of these bad boys up from jagerprecision.co.uk. And as always, from me and Bench, we'll be seeing you in the next one.